You know, I have to say this before I get into this video. I think is that it's so funny. I find it so comical how people get so triggered at the things that I say or how I can just get under people's skin with the words that I speak. It's so funny because I am just a random guy on YouTube with an opinion. You don't know me, I don't know you. But people just get so uptight. I mean, it's just so funny. But I mean, I have an opinion, and that's just how it is. I mean, some people might agree, most people won't agree. And in my case, I will have a lot of people that won't agree because, I mean, 80% of the time I'm trolling with my opinion because I know people are gonna get upset. I know people aren't gonna agree. But someone in my comment section pointed out that I remove comments. Well, yeah, sometimes I do remove certain type of comments. Now, I'm not gonna hide that fact. I mean, it's my channel. I can do that. And also, number two, if you comment something and it has nothing to do with anything that has to do with the topic of the video, or you're not giving me at least a positive critique to how to I can improve my videos, how can I improve my channel, because my channel is really new. I mean, I'm barely up to 40 subs. So, yeah, my content isn't going to be the best yet. But if you're just nitpicking me and you're not giving me something that I can actually improve this channel with, then yeah, your shit has no place in my comment section if I feel like it doesn't need to be there. But if you don't like it, well, you can go watch the other thousands of content creators that is on YouTube. I mean, I won't hurt my feelings. But anyway, now that that is out of the way, we can get to the topic of this video here. So, it says Colorado youth baseball game erupts into brawl as parents slug it out on the field. Man, so let's read on a little bit here. So it says there was plenty of slugging Saturday during a Lakewood, Colorado youth baseball game, but luckily none of it involved bats. Roughly a dozen irate parents took their frustrations with the game out on each other in an all-out brawl on the diamond while their stunned 7-year-old children looked on. The video of the incident shows. So we're going to take a look at the video.
This field was quiet until just before noon on Saturday.
It's disgusting.
Police say parents in the stands at the Bear Creek Junior sports game started squabbling. Then things really got out of control. An investigation by Lakewood police led to 4 people being cited.
One person did have serious bodily injury. I highly doubt that the Rockies had any scouts there during the game.
Okay, so wow. That is wild. Wow, parents are just throwing hands, just going crazy over a children's baseball game. What the hell? So I'm just going to read on a little bit here. It says police said coaches and parents who were unhappy with the baseball game played by the 7-year-olds and officiated by a 13-year-old umpire took over the field and they began assaulting each other. So several injuries were reported during the melee, including one person with a seriously bodily injury, according to the police. Oh, man. It says an investigation by Lakewood police led to 4 people being cited, but authorities are looking for an additional information on the brawl. In particular, cops are trying to identify a person who was seen in a white shirt and teal shorts. Wow. So, and it says the officer that was speaking in the video we just saw, he said, kids look up to you. My kid does. He said, if you don't lead by example, what do you expect the future to be? And he has a very good point. I do agree with that right there, that statement, because they were doing this, thugging it out in front of these kids, and that just shows such a bad example. And me being a father myself, I always think about the type of example that I am setting in front of my kid. He's almost 2 years old, so he's at that point where he's definitely recording everything he sees. He's just taking it in his little mind, and he's just so fascinated with things, and he does as he sees. And I think about the type of example I can place. I always is mindful of what I do and what I say around him. And it's definitely very, very sad to see that these parents get so upset over a child's baseball game to the point where they're literally just having an all-out battle royale in the middle of the field. That is crazy. I mean, God, and it doesn't really say exactly what caused this this eruption of violence. They didn't say anything. I don't think anybody really knows. Said they're still looking for additional information, but I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, my guess would be it has maybe those parents already had beef um prior to this event, because I've said before in the previous video, I played sports before. I mean, I played sports pretty much all my life. And I mean, you got parents, they get hostile, man. It gets like parents really go over the top at these games and stuff. I mean, and some parents might already have beef with each other. That's a thing. Everybody thinks that it's just this kumbaya thing on these sporting teams between the kids and the parents, but in all actuality, it's really like competition for a lot of parents. Like a lot of parents just take these kids stuff almost, well, most of the time more serious than the kids do. It's just there's hierarchies when it comes to these sporting organizations, like with AAU and Little League and things. It's hierarchies, it's competition, it's jealousy. Someone's kid probably gets more playing time than the other person's kid. It's a lot, man. And it's so crazy how parents could take something that is just completely innocent and just ramp it up into some all-out brawl. Just and then it's so sad that the kids seen this. You know, it's very sad. I feel bad for the kids because I know a lot of kids were probably scared and they didn't know what the hell was going on. But like that officer said, yeah, it definitely does set a bad example for kids. I mean, if the parents can't lead by example and set a good example for their child, then I mean, how can you expect kids to know right from wrong when they go into the real world? And that's the sad thing about a lot of kids who grow up. You know, a lot of the times these kids aren't. It's not society that messes up these kids. It's because these kids are coming from pretty bad households, man. They have bad examples set for them, and that's why when they get older, they get to this point where they get to the point where they're just, they become an adult and they go off of that example that was set for them. But other than that, man, excuse me. But other than that, I just hope that whatever this beef was about, whatever started this, could be resolved. I mean, hopefully that person that got put into the hospital from this can be okay. Hopefully their injury isn't too severe. But I mean, come on. Adults got to be better. You got to be more smart. You can't just be doing this. It's just I'm pretty sure whatever really caused this wasn't even that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe these parents could have been drunk because, maybe there might have been some alcohol, or maybe they drunk beforehand, and maybe it's just that. Hopefully it's just that kind of situation where some parents maybe just had a little bit too much liquor before the game or whatever, too much beer. I don't know. I just hope it's really just not something over something so petty that has to deal with a 7-year-old's baseball game. That's it, guys. Go ahead and go to the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. And also, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. Would definitely appreciate that. That would help me out a lot. And if you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button. And until next time, I'm out.